Okay, people, so for most of you, 2026 does not start till tomorrow. So we can always have to start on a Monday, don't we? But everything starts on the Sunday, okay? So what we're going to quickly talk about is a couple of things. So, number one, I'm going to start with the negative stuff because I never want to be negative on these videos ever, but I'm going to address it. Cancellations. If you have no valid reason for cancelling other than you being lazy and you're doing it on a busy class, aka the 6 a.m., I am going to be monitoring it. And if you do it more than once, you will be restricted, because if there's someone on the waiting list and you don't cancel, or you leave it too late and the person on the waiting list doesn't get a chance to get on, that is unfair, and I do not want that. So do not be lazy. Commit to your goals, okay? So that one's out of the way. Number two is, if you want to hit your goals in 2026, I will give you the recipe, and I'll start with what I wouldn't do. So I've seen this over the last 4 or 5 years now with a lot of you guys, a lot of the other guys as well. Thinking that doing double or triple sessions is going to give you twice or three times the results faster. That is not true. Now, for me, I'm the professional here. I've been doing this for years, so you will never hear me say to be doubling your sessions or tripling your sessions up, because for me, unless you have a certain goal, a very, very specific goal, a big goal, then you don't really need to be doing that. And even if you did have that big goal, it would need to be, the training would need to be right and geared around it. So here's how I would go at 2026 if I wanted to achieve my goals. I would be looking at doing 3 to 4 sessions per week. All right. That is your sweet spot. 3 to 4 sessions. If you're getting 2 in, you'll make progress. 3 to 4, you'll make better progress. Obviously, if you're getting 5 in, it's good. You're probably not going to see much more from from 3 to 4. But if you're not dealing with your nutrition and you're trying to smash double sessions or triple sessions, or you're thinking I'll get all these sessions in, what I would do is I would take an hour out of one of those doubles. I'd come off it, I'd go home, and I would sort my nutrition out. I would meal prep for that hour, because otherwise, with them double sessions, you're just pissing in the wind. Your second session will actually undo the work you've done on your first session, because if you're not fueling properly, if you're not getting the right amount of carbs in, the right amount of calories, then it ain't going to work for you. So take the advice of a professional who you pay to give you advice to, and take heed with it, because honestly, I see people's names doubling up. And in terms of like strength or like goals, you're not really getting anywhere. So for me, I would be looking at doing these things. I'd be looking at getting me 3 to 4 sessions in, non-negotiable. I would be hitting my steps every day, non-negotiable. Drinking my water, non-negotiable. Tracking my calories, non-negotiable. If I'm serious about my results, those are the things that I will do, and I will rinse and repeat and repeat and repeat, and I will track the numbers. I'll track the numbers of my weight, my flipping measurements. I would be doing a body scan every 6 to 12 weeks. So these are the things what you should be doing if you want success regarding the gym in 2026. So we spoke about what the recipe is, obviously your cancellations, training frequency. So nutrition. If you haven't attended the Kickstart, we went through how to do all your calories and stuff. This is like knowledge that's out there. It isn't any secret. We're not doing anything different than we've done for the last 5 years. If you're looking to lose weight, put yourself in a slight calorie deficit, and all you do is hit your protein and hit your calories. That is it. There's so much information out there now on Instagram that you can just go and look at that will back up that, right? It works. I've been in the best shape of my life by doing that, all right? Slight deficit and stick to it for longer than a few weeks. See January out, see February out, get to March and see where you are. When you see results, that becomes motivating, all right? So I don't want this to be a massively long video. I've set my goals. I've set my business goals, and I've set my personal ones. So write them down, put them somewhere you're going to see. I have got, look at that, that's cute, isn't it? Georgina, look, she got me big goals. I've got something written here for my business that I have to look at every day. There you go. I've wrote a 5-year plan down. So be committed to your goals, guys. Be committed, write them down and make them scary. Go and book something. That is the best advice I can give you. Get something booked that is going to scare you. Book a 10K, book a 5K, book a Hyrox, book a half marathon, book a full marathon. Do something that you're going to be proud of this year, okay? All the best in 2026.